Hey guys, it's me Tori and welcome to Tori Talking Books. Today I'm going to go over my favorite fictional characters, but I do want to put a quick little disclaimer up there. If you haven't read some of these books and they are part of a series, you might be getting a spoiler. There are a few couples that they develop over a process of a couple of books, so if you're just beginning the series or you haven't read the books at all, you might want to click past this video. But if you have read them, I'm super excited to let you guys know and tell you all about my favorite relationships because they're so cute. So let's get right into it. So my first and most favorite of all time relationship, and I'm sure you guys, if you've seen my favorite series of all time video, I'm sure you can guess, but that is Rhysand and Feyre. I pulled this book from A Court of Thorns and Roses series because this is where their relationship really starts taking off, and I cannot get enough of them. They go from two people who, I think it honestly might be the enemies to lovers trope that gets me a lot, but they go from strongly disliking each other, she fears him, she genuinely she can't. No, they have no relationship at all, to him saving her life and kind of showing her a path that she never expected to take. And he kind of shows her that she can be powerful and beautiful at the same time and be wanted. And it's something that Tamlin, if you have read this book, Tamlin's the first love interest. Tamlin kind of shoves that down in her. He kind of tells her, spoiler alert, you guys, he kind of tells her, you will never be a political power, you will never have any power in this world. And she, with Rhysand, is kind of pursuing that, and he supports her in that pursuit and kind of enables her to become the person that she knows she can be. And I think that's so interesting and so cool, and I can't get enough of them. Even the side characters in this kind of develop some relationships. I love this so much and cannot recommend these books enough. But the second relationship that I fall in love with every single time, as I'm sure you guys already know, is Warner and Juliet from the Shatter Me series. I pulled this book because, again, this is the book that they kind of start to connect in, but Warner is originally someone that she despises. She hates him so much, and genuinely at the beginning I kind of hated him, but I always had this inkling that this is where the book was going to turn, because Adam, which is the first love interest in this series, is not exactly doesn't push the best version of her out. And with Warner, she's really allowed to be herself, and kind of the same with A Court of Thorns and Roses, she's kind of allowed to take this position of power that she's always strived for and still be viewed as beautiful and ladylike and wanted and not kind of pushed down. So it's so interesting and it's so sweet, and can't recommend it enough. The next relationship in this little video is Bella and Edward. Now, I know there's so many contradicting reviews out there about their relationship and the books in general. I actually didn't read the books first. I watched the movies, fell in love, and then was like, I have to read the books. So I went into this kind of knowing what to expect. It's surprisingly close to the movies, so there's that. But Bella and Edward, I feel like, really match well together. Their personalities, they're just everything about them kind of screams that they're perfect together. And I will keep this short, but if you've seen the movies or you've read the books, you know that there are things keeping them apart and that they overcome everything, and it just kind of inspires this idea that like they are perfect together. So there's also the love interest of Jacob introduced in this, not this one in particular, but in, I think it's New Moon. And they kind of show what her life could be like without Edward. And it's not an appealing part of Bella's life and her personality. She doesn't live up to what she could be if she was with Edward. But you can also see that there's a little bit of like codependence there and a little bit of like she needs him. So that could be viewed as negative, I guess, but I really enjoyed their relationship, really enjoyed reading about their relationship and exploring like as they grow a family and become who they are in the final book, Breaking Dawn. But if you enjoy romance and all of that, this book is great. The next book that has the best fictional relationship in it is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I'm sure you guys already knew this. Cal and Mare are perfect for each other. They push each other to be the best versions of themselves. They overcome so many challenges and so many betrayals and genuinely show to each other that they are there for the long run, which I think is so important because in so many other books, they don't really overcome anything. They just, oh, we're perfect, like, yay! Whereas in the Red Queen series, they fight for everything that they have. They, even at some points when they want to give up, they can't deny that they have feelings and they genuinely have a connection with that other person, which I think is so special and something that I aspire to have. And there's not much else to say, I'll leave it brief, but like, they are so good together. So the next relationship in this video is one from a book that was put on my honorable mentions, City of Bones. Jace and Clary. I have never seen two people fight so hard against all odds. I'm gonna put spoilers in here. They go from having nothing wrong, like they can be together, to her best friend saying, "Oh no, wait, like I want to be with you," to choosing Jace and then finding out that Jace is her brother, and then dating her best friend, to finding out that Jace is not her brother, to getting with him, to him dying, to raising him from the dead, to him being kidnapped. To her going to rescue him and then her being brainwashed, or him being brainwashed. There's so much wrong with their relationship. So many reasons that this should not work. This should not be a thing. They should not be together. But they are. And they're so cute, you guys. Like, there's no way to put this without, like, you read these books and when you find out the things that are keeping them apart, your heart breaks for them because you want them to be together so bad. They're genuinely a couple that you root for the entire time. And I've never felt so bad as like finding out they were brother and sister and still being like, what? There's no way, because that connection's not, no. And then being so happy that they were not brother and sister, I nearly cried. Like, books don't make me cry. It nearly made me cry because I was so in love with them and invested in them being a couple, and it happened and then I was a mess. So if you want a romance that will rip your heart out and stomp on it, and then shove it back in your chest. There you go. It's amazing, and it's totally worth all the heartbreak and all of the struggle. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, because I certainly enjoyed making it. If you had any other relationships that you liked, or you liked the same ones that I did, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear all about it. Thanks for watching again, and if you liked it, I hope you like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.